everyone. Happy Thursday. Hey, I am so happy that we have made it to day 4 of our Creating a Nonprofit That Thrives workshop. Thank you so much for tuning in over these last days. I am so thankful for you all. And I really hope that you are learning so much about your nonprofit and that you're actually doing the homework. In the last videos, as you know, we talked about changing your perspective. I told you about our story and how I got started. I was able to tell you about the chaos that I went through with starting my nonprofit. And I even began to give you the 5-step framework on how to create a thriving nonprofit. So by now you should have so many notes, so many things that you are changing within your nonprofit, and you're here today to get that 5th step. So let's go ahead and get started so you can enjoy the rest of your day and be excited knowing that you're going to have a thriving nonprofit soon. So those of you who this is your first time tuning in, I am Kendra Robinson, and I am the executive director of the Community Outreach Coalition, but I'm also the CEO and founder of KSR Business Support, where I specialize in helping nonprofits throughout the United States get where they need to go to make sure that they have an impact on the community. So by now, like I said, you have changed your perspective on nonprofits. We've already debunked those myths. If you have not checked out those videos, please make sure you go back to day 1 through 3 and look at those videos to get in-depth information on how to create a thriving nonprofit. So today we're going to focus in on step 5, but really quick, we already know that the first step is to recruit a board of directors that's right for your organization. So make sure you're recruiting the right board of directors. Make sure you have multiple streams of income coming into your nonprofit. Make sure that you are building a team. And make sure that you are networking and have partnerships for your organization that is going to support your mission. So if you need help on how to do those things, strategies on how to do those things, make sure you're referring back to the previous videos to check those out, because they will be coming down today. So today is the last day. At midnight, all the videos will disappear, all the discounts will disappear, and you will not have access. So make sure you are inviting your friends to the group. You're going back and you're checking any of the videos that you missed and any of the information that you missed so that you can get that information before midnight tonight. All right, so let's move on to the 5th step. Step 5 of the framework is having evidence of impact. And you might say, well, what do you mean by that? Well, if you have a nonprofit, you do not want to just create a nonprofit to say, hey, I have a good heart, so I just donated all this stuff to the community. I just gave away all these clothes. I just started feeding people because they looked hungry. You cannot do that, because people are going to look at you like, well, there's a lot of people out here already giving out clothes. There's a lot of people already out here feeding the community. So what makes your nonprofit different? And if you can't say, well, I give out food in an area where there's a high level of food insecurities, or that there's a food desert and there are X amount of people who are in need, then they're going to say, well, there's really no need for your organization until you're able to figure out what your need is, and you can prove that the services and the programs that you're offering actually have an impact of change in your community, then you're just doing stuff just to do stuff. And we don't want to do that. We want to make sure that we have an evidence of impact. If you cannot prove that your program and your service is needed and that it is making a change, then you're not doing anything. So I want you to evaluate your nonprofit and make sure that you are addressing a need. So if you're the one that says, hey, I'm passing out clothes because I have clothes and there's people who look like they need clothes, you're running your nonprofit all wrong. You need to figure out how you're going to address the need. I'm not saying don't pass out clothes, but be strategic on how you're passing out the clothes. Don't just hand them out to random people in the community. Actually do your homework and your research and see if there's a need for women's clothing in different homeless shelters. Is there a need for different consignment stores for men or different things in that area? Do your market research before you just start doing projects and services for your community. So a nonprofit is designed to have a purpose or a mission that it's addressing. So if you're not addressing a need in the community, you're doing it all wrong. And when it's time for people to invest in your organization, support your organization both physically and financially, they're not going to know what they're giving to, and they're not going to have proof that what their help has done for your community. They don't know, well, if I give an extra $100, I'm able to serve an additional amount of people. They won't know that because you don't have any evidence of impact. So make sure that you are addressing a need in the community and you're tracking the outcomes. So once you figure out that you have a need in your community and you develop a project or a program that addresses the need, make sure that you are tracking the outcomes, that you're saying the program that I'm offering has this effect on the community. So you're either decreasing the amount of food insecurities in your area. You're decreasing the unemployment rate. You're decreasing high school dropouts, or you're increasing something. You have to have some type of evidence that your organization is making a change. If you don't have evidence that your organization is making a change and that you're addressing a need and your program is actually making a change with the outcomes of the organization, then you're just running around doing stuff just to do it. And funders, nonprofit grantors, investors, all of them don't want to see someone who is just doing stuff out of the kindness of their heart, especially when they are investing. They want to know that you have a good heart, but you're strategic and organized and professional on how you're doing this. And the only way to present yourself as a person with a big heart that is going to have a will have proof of impact is by addressing a specific need. So that means you don't have to serve everyone all over the world. You can actually serve a specific area or specific target market or a certain demographic or group of people because there's a need, and then your program or your project will address those needs, and you can come up with different outcomes based off of your program. So you should have a strategic process to get the outcomes that you need. If your outcomes is to reduce high school dropouts, you should have a strategic process on how you're going to do that, because you know what your need is. You know there's a high amount of high school dropouts, but you're going to figure out, how am I going to reduce that number? So you're going to need a strategic process, and you're going to need that team of people that we talked about earlier to do that, because you're going to need principals, you're going to need wraparound services, you're going to need parent support, you're going to need those committed students. All of those things will create this strategic process to get you your desired outcome in your community. So this is how a nonprofit should be working. This is their root. This is their mission. They should be making an impact on the community, addressing a need, using a strategic process to get their desired outcome. If you're not doing that in your nonprofit, you're running a regular business, or you're just giving everything away for free. You have to have evidence of impact in order to manage a thriving nonprofit. So I really hope that you're using all 5 of these steps, because if you're not, then you're not running your nonprofit to the best of its ability. So you need that team of people. You need the multiple streams of income. And if you are ready to make that change, I want you to comment in the comment section and say, I'm ready. So are you ready to make the change in your nonprofit to make sure that you're impacting the community, to make sure that you have a high-performing board that is investing in your organization both physically and financially, that you're building a team of people to support the mission that you have, and making sure that you're building community relationships around you, and that you have a proven track record that what your program or what your project is doing is actually executing the desired outcomes that you created your organization for. Are you ready to stop worrying about where the money is going to come from, if enough people are donating, how much time I have for fundraisers? If you're tired of that, type I'm ready. I'm ready to change your perspective, change how you're managing your nonprofit, and make sure that you are executing your nonprofit to the best of its ability. If you're ready, I'm ready to help you. So make sure you comment, I'm ready, if this is you. If you see yourself with these things, with consistent revenue, with proven outcomes of your program, with community partnerships and relationships, a team that's supporting you, and a high-performing board, I am ready to help you out. And this is how I can help you. I have 4 programs that will meet you where you are. Wherever you are in your nonprofit journey, I can help you. If you are trying to start your nonprofit and you're new to this, you're saying, hey, I need someone to help me submit this paperwork to the IRS, get everything organized, organize my board, do all of that, I can help you with the Nonprofit Starter Kit. Also, we have the nonprofit support portal for those who are already managing their nonprofit. Then if you're like, hey, I've been in the nonprofit world for a while, and I want to spice up my grant writing, we have a grant writing certification program for you. Or you could say, hey, this is not my expertise. I am the person that's in the organization working every day, making sure that you are going to execute your mission and have those outcomes. That is you. If that's you, then I have a program for you. That's the development plan. So I'm going to explain these things for you as well. So I'm glad you're ready. You're ready. So I'm ready to help you. All right. So if you are trying to start your nonprofit and you're trying to get your 501c3 status, the nonprofit starter kit is for you. And I'm going to put the links in the comment section so that you can get these offers. So today only, the nonprofit starter kit is normally $1,000. But if you join today while we're on this call, there's a discount for you. So make sure you're checking out the nonprofit starter kit. If you're looking for the state and federal document submission, if you're looking for someone to help you with your bylaws and your constitution, we will create those for you. We will put policies and procedures in place and help you support with your board governance. And in the portal, you will have templates and resources and videos, everything you need to start your nonprofit. We will actually submit the documentation for you to the IRS and your state and corporation, and then we will give you your organizing documents that you need. And while you're doing that, you will also have the tools to develop your strategic plan with your board of directors while you are waiting for your IRS tax exempt status. So if you are looking to start a nonprofit, this is for you. The nonprofit starter kit. The nonprofit starter kit includes everything you need to start your organization. So you will have a thriving nonprofit once the IRS paperwork has been submitted and they approve it. You will be ready to hit the ground running with the nonprofit starter kit. So that's how we help nonprofit leaders who are looking to start a nonprofit. If you're already in the nonprofit world and you're saying, hey, I can't find grant opportunities, I don't know how to write grants, I don't know what to do to maintain my nonprofit on a consistent basis, the nonprofit support portal is here to support you. So in the nonprofit support portal, we are here to give you all the resources you need so that you can write grants. And the thing I love about the nonprofit support portal is that in the nonprofit support portal, if you are writing grants on your own, we have templates for you. And we will revise the grant proposals for you. So if you upload it into the nonprofit support portal and say, hey, this is a grant proposal that I am working on and I need some help, can you look over this for me? We will revise your grant proposals before you even submit them. So you'll have grant opportunities where you can see nationwide grants that you can apply for. We will help you apply for them. We will have resource videos about making a strategic plan, governing your nonprofit, and we also have information on how to submit your annual documents, how to create a budget every year, anything you need while managing your nonprofit. This is what the nonprofit support portal is for. And the great thing about that is it's normally $20 a month. But if you're in this workshop for today only, it is $9.99 a month. Now you can't beat that. $9.99 a month to get grant opportunities, to get support for writing your grants, and to get templates and resources on a consistent basis that always changing and being updated on the new laws and everything you need for your nonprofit. You cannot beat that for $9.99. So if you need help with your nonprofit to get it off the ground, to keep running and thriving as a nonprofit leader, make sure you check out the nonprofit support portal. Then if you're saying, hey, I'm fine, I have a thriving nonprofit board, we have services and we have programs that we've been doing for a while, but we just need some support writing grants to get those programs in another aspect or area or to improve them. Well, if you're the person who wants to learn how to grant write and write a successful proposal with confidence, then the grant writing certification course is for you. So sign up for the grant writing certification course if you want to learn the essentials of writing a grant proposal, how grant applications and program development looks for grant writing. You also get example templates and the elements that is going to be included in a grant proposal, and you'll get introduction to grant management. So after you actually receive the grant, what are the things that you need to know to manage the grant money? All of that is covered in the grant writing certification course. So that course is actually $147. It is at your own pace. It is everything you need in that course. You can actually take the tests and the quizzes at your own pace, and you will actually get a certificate for completing that course. So if you want to learn how to grant write, make sure that you are signing up for the grant writing certification course. And then for our fourth service that we offer is development planning. And a lot of nonprofit executives, they have been maintaining their nonprofit for years. They need more funding, of course, because all nonprofits need more funding. But they want to increase the ways that they are getting funding coming into their organization, but they just don't have the time. Well, you can hire KSR Business Support for development planning. And on a monthly basis, we will submit federal, state, and local grants on the behalf of your organization. We will host fundraisers for your organization. We will increase your donor acquisition, making sure that you have donors donating on a consistent basis for your organization. And we will help you with board development and generating income from multiple ways like sponsorships and in-kind donations, etc. Now, normally, the development planning is normally $1,500 a month. However, for those people who are attending this workshop, they can get development planning on a monthly basis for $500 a month for committing to 6 months. So if you need all these things to create your multiple streams of income for your organization, development planning is for you. So remember that I can help you with your organization and meet you wherever you are. But because you attended the 4 days in this workshop, I want to offer these special discounts for you. So make sure you're looking in the comments section and getting these discounts. Make sure you're getting these discounts in the comments section, because at midnight it goes away. So for anybody who signs up during this workshop today, you'll also get additional free Fund Your Vision toolkit. And in the toolkit, you will learn how to create multiple streams of income for yourself. So if you sign up for any of these programs right now during this workshop, you will also get the free Fund Your Vision toolkit to learn how to generate multiple streams of income for yourself. So remember, the Nonprofit Starter Kit, if you are looking to start your nonprofit and you need help, there's no additional fees. You just pay your $750 and your documents will be sent to the IRS and to your state corporation, and you'll get access to the Starter Kit portal with everything you need, all the documents, templates, videos, everything you need to start your nonprofit. It's normally $1,000, but for today only for the people who attend the workshop, you will get access to the Nonprofit Starter Kit for $750. And also you'll get a discount for the nonprofit support portal for $9.99 a month. And I keep telling you, this is an amazing resource. For $9.99 a month, you can sign up for the nonprofit support portal and get grant opportunities and get access to grant templates, budget templates, everything you need to manage your nonprofit on a consistent basis. So you don't want to miss that discount because it is an amazing resource for people who are managing their nonprofit right now. And for those of you who are trying to get in the grant writing world but need those extra resources and tools and tips and information, make sure that you are looking into the grant writing certification. It's going to give you the confidence you need to write a grant proposal for your organization. You can do it at your own pace. You can take the test at your own pace, and you'll be able to get a certificate at the end of your course. So if you're looking for more than that and you're saying, hey, I need someone to actually help me generate multiple streams of income in my organization on a consistent basis, then the development planning is for you. Now, normally I'm telling you this is $1,500 a month. And I do not play about my development planning because writing a federal grant is not easy. And sometimes writing state grants is not easy. So I hold development planning dear to my heart because it's so time consuming, but it's so rewarding. So if you're looking for someone to help you with development planning in your organization, make sure you are checking into the development planning program. So make sure that you are looking back over the other videos to get steps 1 through 5 of how to create a thriving nonprofit. And if you are saying that any of those things that we talked about this week, you need help implementing them, make sure you sign up for these resources because these resources are going to help you create a thriving nonprofit. So if you're really serious about creating an impact in your area, but you just need that extra push, you just need that extra support, make sure you're looking into these discounts. You have until midnight tonight before all the videos will be deleted. So make sure you're looking back at the videos, you're taking notes, and make sure that you are looking into the discounts that are happening today only. I want to thank you so much for tuning in for these last 4 days. I am happy to help you change your perspective on nonprofits and know that you can have a great impact, but you can be supported financially while doing it as well. And I have given you the 5 steps of the framework that you need to create your thriving nonprofit. So I hope that you have been doing your homework and that you have been reflecting on how you can implement these strategies for your nonprofit. And if you know that you need this support, please reach out. Please check into these resources and make sure that you're going to ksrenterprise.com. If you want to talk to me one-on-one, we can have a strategy session. You can talk to me about what program or service may best fit your organization. But I know that this was a valuable workshop, and I'm so excited that everyone was able to get those 5 steps and change their perspective on nonprofits. So I cannot wait to hear the success stories of your thriving nonprofits. So make sure you are sending videos and testimonials and comments all in the section about how you've made some valuable changes to your nonprofit. I hope you have a great weekend. Thank you so much for joining us over this past 4 days, and I'm excited to hear how your nonprofit is thriving. Have a great day. Bye-bye.